4K now has become almost the standard quality for shooting, for editing and creating content on all types of platforms. Yeah, there is still a lot of percentage who are still shooting and editing in full HD, that is 1080p, but this is gonna change in the coming years, especially in 1-2 years, when every form of content you see on especially YouTube will be in 4K. Now, editing a 4K video can still be a little hectic for beginner editors who are just stepping into the world of editing because they don't have enough PC setup or PC requirements that they need to edit in 4K. So today I'm gonna tell you the minimum requirements that you need to kinda considerably edit in 4K without much hustle and lag and all such stuffs. So in this video I'm gonna tell you how much RAM you need, what processor you need and all such things which will be the minimum requirement if you wanna shoot and edit in 4K. So without talking much shit like I'm doing right now, let's start the video. So first of all, let's talk about the OS requirements. So if you are searching for minimum requirements, then that's obvious that you don't have a Mac, because if you have a Mac, that's pretty enough for 4K editing. You don't need to search for minimum requirements. It's just enough, decent enough for 4K editing. So I'm gonna assume you are going for Windows. So if you're going for Windows, then keep your Windows updated with the latest version. If I'm talking about the Windows 10 version, then don't be at the old, years ago versions of Windows 10. Keep your Windows 10 version updated with like 1903 or the latest 20H1, 20H2 updates. So keep your Windows updated, because I've seen mostly the softwares like DaVinci Resolve and Premiere Pro will run a little bit better if you have Windows latest version, because kind of those applications are optimized for the OS and all such things run in pair. This supports this supports that, and if you are in the latest version of Windows, it gives a little bit better performance when it comes to Premiere Pro. If you are going for DaVinci Resolve, then I have not noticed much of a difference. It's almost the same in the extremely newest version and a little bit old version of Windows, but in Premiere Pro you can see sometimes a little bit difference, especially with the latest updates of Premiere Pro in every year. It is recommended to have the latest version of Windows as well. Now let's talk about the RAM. If you are just planning to use Premiere Pro, then 16 gigs is recommended. Yeah, you can also deal with just 8 gigs of RAM, but I will recommend 16 gigs of RAM. If you are buying a laptop with 8 gigs of RAM, then just extend it to 16 gigs of RAM, and if you are building a PC, then just go for 16 gigs of RAM. But if you are planning to use After Effects in your workflow along with Premiere Pro, with the Adobe Dynamic Link and all, if you are planning to do some work in Adobe After Effects and some work in Premiere Pro, and both you are doing simultaneously, then you at least need 32 gigs of RAM, because Premiere Pro utilizes or just takes up a lot of RAM even when you don't realize it is taking a lot of RAM. After Effects, it is obvious that it will take up a lot of RAM. Even sometimes you will feel that 32 gigs of RAM is not enough for After Effects. But if you are planning to go for After Effects, heavy After Effects, not like just simple motion graphics, if you are going for crazy VFX and all, then 32 gigs of RAM is recommended. Otherwise, I will recommend 16 gigs of RAM minimum. Yeah, you can go for 8 gigs of RAM and you can somewhat deal with it, and proxy is always an option if that is not enough. But I will recommend 16 gigs of RAM for 4K editing. Now let's talk about the processor. In processor, I will suggest you to go for at least Intel i5 8th generation. That's a good decent processor to just handle 4K editing and rendering and exporting speed. So i3 will be like i3 I don't suggest in 2021, and obviously it's almost the end of 2021, so basically in 2022 I don't suggest you to go for i3 if you are planning for 4K editing. because then it will be a hell lot of a job and it will be basically a headbanger if you want to edit in 4K. So go for Intel i5 8th Gen. It will be good enough, decent enough for your 4K editing. And if you're willing to go for AMD processors, then AMD Ryzen 5 is the minimum you should go for. That will be a decent enough for your 4K editing process, and you will not face much lags and crashes and all such things. It will be a decent processor, quite a good processor for your 4K editing workflow. So now it's time to talk about graphics card. In 4K video editing, graphics card plays a very vital role, so you should go for at least 2 GB. If possible, then go for 4 GB, because that is recommended by almost all the video editors, that you should go for 4 GB. But if you don't have that money, then you can go for 2 GB also. It is quite decent enough. You can just it's the benchmark. 2 GB is just the benchmark. You can't be just below it. You just have to be there with 2 GB of graphics card. You can go for Nvidia GTX 1650. It's a very popular graphics card, almost used by many video editors till now. So you can go for Nvidia GTX 1650. Yeah, there are a lot of graphics card as well, so just search it online. You can go for anything, but just have a little bit research before buying a particular graphics card. I just gave you an example that GTX 1650 is a very popular one and a very trusted one, so you can just blinded eye go for that. It's a very good graphics card. So now let's talk about the last thing that you need for 4K video editing is the storage drive. What type of storage drive you should go for? Nowadays, HDDs is almost obsolete for video editing. Yeah, they are used for just dumping your footages and all such stuffs, but if you are planning to edit videos on a computer that has a definite type of storage, then SSDs are the way to go for. They are pretty much fast, very faster than the normal HDDs. So just go for SSDs. If possible, go for a 512 gigs of SSD, but if not possible, then go for at least 256 gigs of SSD, so that you can install all the applications in your SSDs and also your OS in your SSDs, so that you get the best performance out of that, faster read-write speed and all such stuff. So yes, use HDDs for just storing all your footages and images and all such stuff, but if you are editing, then on that device use SSD, and you will notice a considerable difference in the performance, in the speed, and in the opening of applications and all such stuff. So these were the minimum requirements or specs that you need to just step into the world of 4K editing. Yeah, obviously, as I told you, the more you have, the better it is, but this is the minimum requirement, so it's not that expensive nowadays. You can just start with all the lists that I have talked about the PC requirements and specs. So just go for it and you will be ready to go with 4K editing and produce 4K quality videos and just amazing quality. So that's it for today's video. Like this video if you just had a good time watching this video and learned some knowledge as well, gathered some knowledge as well. So that's it from today. Bye bye.